Hello students, I Mrs. Degaonkar welcome you to my online class. Today's topic is the continuation of letter writing. Last week I had detailed you about the formal letter. Today we are going to discuss the informal letter and the examples of drafting formal letter. Now what is this informal letter? Formal letter I have discussed last session only. I had given you all the format, how to write the formal letter. Today now we are going to discuss the informal letter. A letter written for an informal purpose is called as informal letter. It is an important skill. Why important skill? Because here you get a chance to express your views, your ideas, your experiences, how much you want without any restriction. Writing letter today is similar to 20 years ago, but it is more special as you get out of computer and actually mail the letter. This makes more special to your recipient. My dear students, today you people don't know that happiness of receiving letter from somebody. In those days or before this, now before the computers and mobiles, people used to wait for the postman. And when the postman used to come, everybody used to welcome the postman there because they used to get the letters from their nearest and dearest ones. Now, whom we can write the letters then? Types of informal letter then. We can write letter to parents, we can write letter to siblings, letter to friends, classmates, letter to neighbors and relatives. That's what I said. People used to wait there now for a letter to get the information from the other side. But there is no set format to write the informal letter. Nothing like this that you have to write address, then you have to write date, subject, nothing like this. An informal letter does not strictly follow the prescribed format. As I said just now, I gave you like a formal letter, there is no prescribed format. Just you have to write the letter. The language must be friendly and casual. Yes, because we are writing to our near ones and dear ones there now. And that is why language must be friendly and casual. You can give extra information also, because there is no restriction of size. If you want, you can write 2 pages also. How much you want, you can write, because you are giving your experience there, you are pouring your heart there, you are giving your views there, or you are telling something important there, all these things. That's why you can give extra information. You can present your views and ideas. And it must not be formal or direct as in business letter. Yes. Now business, again I said, formal letter you have studied last time. You must have observed that how much we are restricted. So like this restriction should not be there. Now what is the format of informal letter? Just you have to write the address of the sender in short. Not much there, not just in short. Then you have to write date. If you are writing a letter by hand or typing a letter to print it, include date at the top of the page. To the left side, at the top of the page, you have to write the date. Previously, they used to write the date in the right side there. Right side also. Then there is a salutation or greeting. Hello, dear. Now, my dear mom, my dear dad, brother, hello, friend. All these words, this salutation you can include there because it states whom you are writing. Now you are writing to your mother, dear mom. If you are writing to your friend, dear friend, all these things, it states whom you are writing. Then the body of the letter. All the facts include everything the recipient need to know about why you are writing the letter. Yes, why you are writing the letter. Now that's why first you have to write that. Now, hello friend, how are you? Hope everything is fine on your side. Same this side. I'm fine. Now I'm writing this letter because yesterday I had been to a picnic there now to this spot and I want to share my experience with you. The middle part, you will write the experience there, that we went in a bus, we went this, we went to a seashore, then we played, we ate, all this experience. And the conclusion: my dear friend, I missed you a lot. Next time, whenever we go, you also join us. This is the summarizing the letter. Then lots of love, best wishes, and then the sender's signature. Now you must be wondering why I have given you this much detail about the informal letter. Because you are going in the examination, you will be getting the formal letter. You will not get informal letter. This is for 5 marks. But I just discussed this about the formal and informal because you should not get confused. Otherwise, in the formal letter, if you are writing to the principal a leave letter, suppose if you are not coming or you have just not come for a long time, you will start writing, Madam, I was not well, you know that this happened, that happened, and that is why I could not come. All this, you start writing simply unwanted things there. So in the formal, you have to write formally only and not in a detailed manner. That's why I just discussed you the informal letter, so that you should understand the difference between formal and informal letter. Now I am going to give you the example of the formal letter. Now here in the examination, this is for 5 marks there now, right? And you are not going to get informal letter, you are going to get formal letter only. And the first example which I have given you all here is, write a letter to the principal of a college for college leaving certificate. So you will write here XYZ. Now in your examination, maybe you may get that right XXS there, now Y there, all these things. But here you should not write there now, right? You have to write XYZ 123 Om Nilay, Vijayanagar, Bangalore. Don't write your personal information, personal name. Then the date, 8th June 2021. Then the principal, Vijaya College, Bangalore. Subject, application for college leaving certificate. Now you have to write the salutation. Respected sir, madam. With due respect, I, XYZ, a student of your prestigious institution, has completed my PUC second year with distinction. I would like to go for further studies in another institution, and for the admission, I need college leaving certificate. I request you to issue me the same. Now what you want? You are going to another college, you are taking admission, and for that you need college leaving certificate. And you should give some details also. The following details can be referred for this purpose. Name is XYZ, division PUC 2B, year of completion 2019-20, and roll number 264. And you have to give the details also. Suppose if you are having any dues there, you are not paid certain amount there, or you are having certain library books and all that, you have to mention there. So, madam, I have no pending dues and I need the college leaving certificate quite urgently. I hope you will issue the certificate as early as possible. Thank you, yours obedient student XYZ. Hope so you have understood this, and just, my dear students, don't take it lightly. Study properly so that you will score good marks there. The second letter which I want to, in fact, discuss here is the another requisition we say. Now we want to request somebody to take certain actions there or to do something for us there. Now here, write a letter to the district medical officer requesting him to take measures to check the spreading of COVID-19 in your locality. My dear students, now we are fed up of COVID-19, and that is why we want actually that COVID-19 should go as early as possible. So that's why we are requesting the district medical officer to take some measures. Again here, XYZ, flat 4, Shiv Ganga Apartments, SV Road, Goregaon, Mumbai. Date 7th June 2021. To the District Medical Officer, City Hospital, Goregaon West, Mumbai. This is whom we have addressed. Subject: application to take measure to avoid spreading of COVID-19. Respected sir, I, the resident of Goregaon East, want to bring to your kind notice that near our locality there are many slums. People living there do not follow any rules of hygiene and sanitation. Many people are suffering from fever, cold, body ache, etc. diseases. I doubt of spreading COVID-19. And this is exactly what is happening today also. That people are not following the rules, they are not putting the mask, and that's why strict measures have to be taken, and that we are requesting the district medical officer. Hence, I request you to take stringent measures to check the spreading of disease and to give medicines for the same. I also request you to sanitize the area and see that vaccination is made available as early as possible. Thank you. Yours faithfully, XYZ. So, my dear students, two examples I have given. Study it properly so that it will be helpful for you. And like this, still there are more examples which you will find in the book. Thank you for listening patiently there. Thank you once again for joining this class.